Hello, welcome to the weirdest internet search history ever. Moment snake slithers into car in drive-through queue.
Oh, bro. It's going up in your car.
Going up in your car. It's going in my car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his reaction was to reverse.
Wait, stop.
No mate, leave your McFlurry and get out the car as fast as you can. Hold on, one more sip. Took this video to show my husband when he was at work when I was hearing what I thought were rats in the basement. Unless those rats have been on Mass Gainer, that's not rats. Get out of there. How much did you F up, bro? And after a quick bit of ice skating, it's time to call the landlord. Hi Jerry, yeah, small issue with the apartment. Tell me my doorbell camera didn't just capture a headless M*N. That word being man. I would have probably edited the word headless, but what do I know?
So this is what I happened to find on my security camera. If you keep watching on the road, you'll see a headless pedestrian. Not sure if it's a ghost, not sure what. It's just extremely crazy. So I figured I'd share it with you guys. There it goes, walking down the road. And this also isn't the only sighting. And then disappears. And the camera's still rolling.
Okay, that's genuinely weird. Normally with camera issues, the whole body looks the same, but this dude is just missing his head.
Steph is clearly unsettled by this walking corpse, but I see nothing wrong with someone who just wanted to clear their head.
I'll do the dad jokes around here, thank you.
Almost 100% sure that they taught us that blood was blue inside the body until it hits oxygen and then it turns red. And I just saw a video of a 6th grade teacher talking about why do her 6th graders think that blood is blue. And my first thought was, how do you, as a teacher, not know that blood is blue until it hits oxygen? And then I looked it up and apparently that was never true. So now I'm wondering, because I could have sworn they taught us this in schools. Like, I don't even know if this is a Mandela effect or if this is just like misinformation completely.
We are cooked.
Or if they are like they just lied to it. Wait, who else thinks that blood is blue? Actually, let me ask my husband. Hold on. Wait. Babe, when your blood is inside your body, what color is it?
Blue.
See, it's not okay, so apparently that's never been true. Like, blood has always been red.
That isn't the Mandela effect, that is who was your teacher.
So in honor of spooky season, I have one picture that I got from a coworker years ago that is the greatest example of a ghost in a picture that I've ever seen. And the reason that I don't doubt its authenticity is because it is a live photo, the ghost kind of swooping in. You ready for it? Okay, so this is the hiking picture. The girl didn't see anything on the hike, but I'll zoom in here. And you will see her in a second. Boom. There she is. Look how pretty she is. Her sunken eyes and her smile. There's the live photo. I'll get a better angle there. I'll do it again. You can see her swooping.
It's at that moment that you turn your hike into a run.
Yeah, from farther away, you can just see right by her head. You can just see her swooping in.
Yeah, that one's a little too creepy for my liking.
It's pretty spooky, man. I mean, it's hard to say that this isn't a real thing.
Darth Maul from Star Wars exists in real life according to this Zulu shaman.
Some film producers, like the producers who make the film Star Wars, often show creatures in their films which actually exist. There is a creature who amazes me called Darth Maul. Darth Maul is a red and black being with a ring of small holes right round his head. That is exactly what the Chitauri live. look like?
First of all, his interior design is way better than mine. Apparently I've got to be grown up and have white walls. Secondly, I bet they have blue blood. Thirdly, how have I never heard of this before?
Some have got ordinary heads without any form on their heads. These are the lesser Chitauri. But the royal Chitauri have got a ring of sub-forms all around their heads. And the very high Chitauri, like their king, Mubava from Mahongo, they have got very long horns which grow this way.
The Chitauri, the story of the reptilian god who reigned Africa. The elders of some tribes in the world claim to have the keys to knowledge. Chitauri reptilian beings that control humanity. Sorry, don't know what happened there.
I just wonder, where these film producers get their
Well, it used to be this guy. Then, unfortunately for us, it became this entity. There are theories about films trying to give information to us. There are curious quotes from Spielberg in relation to aliens and some of his films. The word Chitauri means those who make the law. It is believed that these beings did many things to us when they arrived on Earth, such as, we do also have characters called Chitauri in the Marvel world, hiding in plain sight, very smart. Image drone Gorge du Verdon, September 2014. Did that thing just fly into a mountain? If that is a real clip, that is one of the craziest things I've ever seen, and I've seen the bathroom after my son has been in there. How did you get water on the windows? It looks like one of those cigar-shaped crafts people report seeing before AI was so easily available, but it could be CGI.
3 Minneapolis police officers reported observing a spherical UAP made up of 6 interlocking rings of coloured lights hovering at 10,000 feet. The object moved with both slow and hypersonic acceleration before rapidly relocating north. And this was shot through a pair of binoculars, and this is a photo that they shot as well, which is absolutely insane. This doesn't appear on flight radar. There's no flight data on this object, and this comes as a report from Finland yesterday, seeing the same object at 35,000 feet. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty damn biblical to me, wouldn't you say? 6 colourful interlocking rings. Witnessed by 3 officers, passers-by, making no noise, no flight data, with no questions or answers to what this object could have been, and look at the state of that.
There are so many UFO sightings we see on social media now, and some of them are pretty easily explainable, perhaps drones or balloons, but this one is genuinely curious.
Again, was reported by pilots in Finland the day before at an altitude of around 35,000 feet. Biblically accurate angel confirmed.
Answers on a postcard for what this thing could be.
Did you all see this video? So, former governor of Nuevo Leon in Mexico, Jaime Rodriguez Calderon, recently posted to social media, his Facebook page, the other day, showing this compilation of videos, allegedly from security footage from around his property, showing these strange orbs of light that show up on a fairly regular basis. And these clips are really interesting. There are these lights hovering up and down nearby hillsides or just over the ground, going apparently into the ground as well. Sometimes there's multiple in the same shot, and there's also one here that seems to kind of crash and explode. And I feel like not enough people are talking about this.
That is alien orbs, to be clear.
A lot of people in comment sections are calling these things witches or brujas. Others think they are just plain old UFOs or some kind of atmospheric phenomena, NHI tech, something interdimensional, or maybe they're just drones, or the whole thing is just a hoax. And if you didn't know, this kind of phenomenon, sometimes called ghost lights, has been reported all over the world for centuries. Some of the most notable ones being the Marfa lights in Texas, the Brown Mountain lights in North Carolina, the Hestalen lights in Norway. You've also got the Hornet Spook light in Missouri, the Naga fireballs in Thailand, the Min Min light in Australia, or the Longdendale lights in the UK.
That is another interesting video. 2025 has not disappointed with strange UFO sightings.
There's a gentleman by the name of Dr. Ido Bachelet. In 2013, he gave a TEDMed talk. He's holding up a 1cc syringe, and he's saying, I just brought this from my lab. And then the tip of this needle are 1,000 billion robots, 2,000 times the width of a human hair. Not only does he brag about these robots being in the syringe, talks about how it's a benefit to humanity. And I would agree with him in one aspect. Technology in and itself is not good or bad. It's who is in control of the technology. He also expresses to the audience how these nanorobots basically are designed to be controlled by computer code, various languages. And he teaches his students how to control these things with an Xbox controller.
Are they electronic components? How are they being powered? How are they keeping power?
They keep power through the piezoelectric effect. Our body naturally produces a certain amount of amperage. There's a thing called graphene oxide. It's the main component that allows these things to self-assemble, self-replicate.
On the list of things you're not sticking into me, add nanobots.
One of the biggest mysteries from the Louvre heist is why the thieves didn't steal this diamond. And I personally think it's because this is one of the most cursed objects at the Louvre, and I think the thieves knew that. This is the Regent diamond. It's a 140 carat diamond that's estimated to be about $60 million. The curse is said to have started the moment the diamond was removed from the earth. This diamond comes from India around 1700, and according to the legend, it was actually an enslaved person who removed the diamond and then was immediately in cold blood so that an English ship captain could take it. Now for reference, the thieves made off with $102 million worth of gems, and this diamond is right next to the other ones that they stole, which kind of made investigators think that they intentionally left it behind. But what they didn't realize is this is one of the most cursed objects at the Louvre. It's said to be worn by all sorts of French royalty who met really grisly endings. It was Napoleon Bonaparte's favorite decoration for his swords, and he would go on to die in exile. It was also a favorite gem of Marie Antoinette and her husband Louis XVI, who both of them would go on to be guillotined.
The superstitious thieves planned it all, then got captured a few days later. On 19th October 2025, thieves disguised as construction workers stole 8 pieces of the French crown jewels worth 88 million. How do people think they can steal jewels that are so well known, or artwork, for example, and sell it?
You guys hear about the depression brain chip? So a man who had severe depression for more than 3 decades appears to have gone into remission thanks to a bespoke brain pacemaker that selectively activates different areas of the brain. It was this experimental thing to where they really put a brain chip in this person's brain and electrically activate the part of your brain that brings joy.
I don't know how I like that.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's cool. Feeling joy for the first time in 30 years is insane.
Amazing.
But at the same time, how you can take something, and with this talk of all these brain chips, you can affect emotions now based off of something that you implant in your brain.
Yeah, and there's just the implications of that, like what other emotions can they control?
It makes me think of Kingsman.
Yeah.
That signal to where it makes everyone angry and want to kill each other.
It's such a slippery slope.
This is such an interesting scenario. Tech being implanted into us, on one hand, it can improve people's lives medically. On the other hand, who controls it? It could also be hacked.
Because then they control whatever emotions, and I mean, one day that'll be remotely operated or something.
It's interesting when you think, though, about a lot of those antidepressants. They're like dopamine regulators and stuff like that. And so they're doing like a physical medical solution to it. But then it begs the question, like, where do you draw the moral line? Like, I'm a doom scroller. I'll get caught for hours, and that's a dopamine feed.
Yeah.
And so, like, the morality of, like, I'm regulating my dopamine by watching YouTube, for hours on it. At, like, what point, where in this conversation do we draw the line and say this is good, this is not?
We are entering this dystopian AI generation also. Let me know where you stand on something like this. It's a really interesting debate. Thank you for watching. I'm James Linker. See you soon.